Hi, just a couple of pro tips about bass playing and tone, okay? You don't need loads of pedals as a bass player, okay? This is the simplest little amp you'll find. You can do an awful lot with EQ, really simple. Just everybody's like, oh, tone this, tone that. Well, you have massive tone shaping things. Like this one's set to a kind of middle-ishy, bassy sort of sound going on here to kind of complement this, but really tones you get are very different for lots of different things. Here's another little trainer amp, and this one is set strictly reggae, dub bass, all treble down, and that is coming through a speaker over there at the bottom, which is a very boomy cab, so you don't need much bass on that one. And that's DI'd out into where everything goes in to start with on this console. So here's the EQ for that bass, and over here is a very similar EQ. That's just a DI straight in with the few effects and stuff over there. The fuzz and stuff, that all goes into there. That is a DI from the trainer amp, and they're pretty much set the same. It's set pre-EQ, so it comes out of the DI on the trainer amp before it goes to the trainer's EQ and comes in and gets EQ'd here on the console instead, which is a good console for that sort of thing, to Midas. And here is the where is it? Yes, here is the other bass channel. As you can see, that's already got a set. That's a very middle of the range, sort of easily applicable EQ to any particular application. Nice sort of pop, rock, anything EQ there. And another thing I've discovered in years of doing all this stuff is that screw all your expensive floor compressors. Just get yourself a DBX 168, there it is. Get one of those, okay, and one of these cheap drummers. You don't have to spend loads of money. You can pick up these drummers second hand. They're not obviously the top of the range studio drummers, which are fantastic, but also fantastically priced. And this compressor here, there's a twin compressor at the bottom, the drummer there, and it's a mono compressor at the top, and those process the bass. You're not really doing much with the bass to get it nice and smooth for recording if you don't use a compressor. So there, and that also goes through a little compressor, goes through this FMR, really nice compressor there, little thing that takes care of the reggae bass and everything. People said that the FMR's got some issues with bass processing. Just open up the release button, just open that up. It's past one second, and you won't have any popping or issues recording with bass with this particular awesome little compressor. That's about it. So for bass playing, forget fancy amps and forget expensive stuff. There's the Mark bass cabs, which I've actually put the real speakers in, not those silly yellow things, but these are neodymium BNC speakers from Italy, so it sounds markedly better than those silly yellow things. So yeah, that's how to get killer bass sound. Screw all the bass amps and everything. You can get as much good sound out of that little trainer as you will out of some stupid Mesa Boogie thing. And if you're judicious with the EQ, you can work wonders with that. And you can use EQ for all sorts of different basses and all sorts of different bass tones. I just play 5-string, a lot of reggae and slap, so you can do sort of slap tones on this. You don't need an expensive amp. Just get yourself a Midas console. And don't do that, it's extremely expensive. But if you can get one, because console EQ will absolutely generally speaking, at this level, crap all over anything you can buy. Simple as that. Okay, that's it. Just a few things. Oh, second pro tip for this video. If you're going to consider yourself doing any kind of bass playing, learn your arpeggios, learn your scales and learn your arpeggios, because you're using those. And if you don't know those, then you might as well just not play bass at all. You're going to need to know all the chords, all the arpeggios and everything. That's the only pro tip you really need. The rest of it's just bullshit. See you later.